and Dale perhaps keep a bit of an eye on who's going where. It looks like Adam Wells maybe he's hovering between forward and middle. He might well start in the middle of the ground. That will be interesting. Certainly Bowyer's in the middle, Justin.
So's Luke Parker. I think that's a good move if Wells moves into the centre and plays a little bit more there than he did. He went there in the last game we saw later in the game and was really good there.
He becomes a ball magnet, doesn't he?
He does.
Why wouldn't you have him in where the footy is? Nathan Lewis obviously in the middle.
His hair won't get in his eyes today, that's for sure, Nathan.
It'd be interesting. Madden back in the side for Thompson the last week or two.
Yeah, well, I actually interested in him. I'm going to do some stats on Nick Madden just to see where his footy's at.
And certainly Mark Henry, well, he's...
Lewis is going to him, so that's a good matchup.
I don't know whether he's actually going there because Fursland's there as well. So some interesting...
Who's going to take
interesting
Lewis?
Movements, and that'll be an interesting matchup, won't it?
Hood to Lewis, that is an unusual move, I would think.
Well, the umpire's moved to the centre circle, holds the ball aloft, siren has sounded, and we're underway in our match day live. Thompson versus Belpost Hill. Ball comes to ground. Justin gets the first tap, but it's Ercole steals the handball. Gee, it's pretty congested right in the middle at the moment. Finally, O'Connor handball to Henry, and the ball, well, the umpire got in the way there. A good shepherd from both players. Greg does well to get to the fall of the footy. Panther back in the side today, held without the footy. No, said the umpire. Gee whiz, it's pretty tough as the ball finally is at centre half forward for Thompson. Nice little handball from Kazina, and Belpost Hill out of trouble. A tumbling kick towards the boundary. The ball's certainly going to beat everybody else to the boundary, and it's over for a throw-in. About 10 metres from our broadcast position, which is on true centre wing on the southern side of the Godfrey Street Oval. Boundary umpire now puts the ball into play. Bowyer in front, doesn't get the tap down. It goes there to, well, there's a whistle on play. The man in front held without the football, Nathan Lewis. Bit of experience there. So Lewis for Belpost Hill now. Long kick towards the full forward position. Good pack of players up there. The ball come to ground and through Bradley. Thompson do well to take it toward the boundary. Interesting to see Dyer, Laurie up there in the mix in the forward pocket area.
Yeah, we haven't seen him play directly full forward, but it'll probably be a good spot for him, Eric, if he finds a bit of touch.
So we've had a minute and a half in the first quarter. No score yet.
The ball's come back into play, and over the top comes Bradley again and knocks it straight back to where it started from. Another ball in to take place. Tar and Justin in ruck. Deep in the forward line for Belpost Hill in attack.
That's Tar, Laurie, wearing 39 instead of 43.
Just picked up Johnny Mitchell running with Parker. It's going to be a tough job for Johnny today, I think.
Ball comes back into play. Both ruckmen go at it. The ball's knocked down by Tar. Picked up by Bakeley. He puts the ball down. Now it's cleared by Thompson player. Goes out to Holiday, who picks up the ball from about 40 metres out and kicks the first goal of the game. Lee Holiday. He wouldn't be kicking too many goals, I wouldn't think, Laurie, would he?
No, I wouldn't think so. That was a good one. He had a good look at that, Smithy, and sized it up, and that's just what the Belpost Hill side need.
They need that positive start, and that's a good start to him. Lee Holiday with the first goal of the day. 2.5 minutes gone. They lead Belpost Hill 1 goal. Thompson yet to score.
Who's carrying number 17 for Belpost Hill?
17.
Chris Kelly.
Chris Kelly.
Yeah, so back in the middle. Umpire to get proceedings underway. Great start for Belpost Hill, as Dale's indicated. Ball goes in the air. Neither ruckman get a clear tap down. O'Connor at the fall of the footy gets a handball to Harriet. Harriet left foot towards centre half forward. But Belpost Hill holding sway in the back half. There's a player loose in Fursland on centre wing. Long handball over the top to Dyer. Don't know where his opponent is. He's got real trouble though, Dyer. Can't pick the footy up, and now he's tackled. And a throw in the opinion of the umpire, and it's a free kick to Harriet for Thompson. A little chip pass. The leaders come from half forward from Nick Maharis, and on true centre wing at the present moment, Maharis has taken the mark. That's interesting with Kazina on Maharis. The ball to the back of the pack. I'll tell you what, the opportunity for the answering goal, but Timmy Gardner on the run, missed to the right-hand side. But it is their first score, a behind to Thompson. A goal to Belpost Hill, Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 3.5 minutes gone.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure whether... I think Tim probably had a little bit more time then, probably could have sized that up, similar to what Lee Holiday did at the other end and kicked that goal.
Popovsky to bring the ball back into play. It's kicked out wide. Comes out with Hammond in front. He fails to take the mark, but it's cleaned up by Parker again. Had plenty of the ball. Goes forward towards the centre wing. In front, O'Coley smothers the ball. Let's get a handball out. Mahara there to assist. Still on the ground, O'Coley. Ball's underneath him. Can't get the ball out now. The players come from everywhere. Umpire says, I'm going to take it. No, there's a free kick being awarded.
Trailing umpire picked O'Coley, gets thrown to the ground without the footy.
Josh O'Coley just forward of the centre wing, goes in towards a true centre half position. In the air is Popovsky again. Gets knocked down, napped forward by Holiday, cleaned up by Panther. Goes to Henry, Bonnie's natural left side. Kicks the ball wide, but he's also getting a free kick for down the field for a behind the play incident, I would think. And Jackson McLeod on the true half forward line. Deep on the boundary though, is looking to play on. Now he goes back with a handball, back to Henry this time again. I think this is his natural side. I think he's the right footer, and that's a beautiful kick to the forward to the point of the square. It's dropped in front and kicked off the ground by Panther, and that's through for the second point to the Bell Post Hill side. Ross Panther, his first kick for the afternoon. Go through for behind. Let's see the Bell Post Hill, the Thompson side go to 2 points. They trail Bell Post Hill 1 goal straight. We've played just on 5 minutes, first quarter, Victory Trophy scoreboard.
So Lewis now to kick in for Bell Post Hill. Interesting start. Goes the little chip pass. Oh, very dangerous, but well, it might come off because Popovsky, no, in fact it was Parker back to Lewis, now to Kelly, and Bell Post Hill out of trouble to the middle of the ground. Good defensive work there by Henry. Gets the ball punched to ground. Umpire is keeping a close eye on play. Said the ball's not coming out. I'll put it in the air. We're back in the centre circle. 5.5 minutes gone first quarter. 6 points plays 2. Bell Post Hill in front at this stage. Thompson kicking to the eastern end. Ball comes to ground, picked up by Holiday, kicker of the first goal. O'Connor picked up the crumbs for Thompson. Long handball, doesn't quite make its mark, but he makes it good, Henry. Goes towards McLeod on the half-forward flank, but the ball bounces awkwardly and over the boundary line. Out of the outstretched arms of, it's an interesting battle, Furman on McLeod. A bit of a mismatch in size there, but that'll be interesting. Up high, Justin at the back, comes down to Kazuna. Wells picks it up, eludes a tackle, gets a handball to Parker. Parker under a bit of pressure, the left foot kick toward the middle of the ground. Fursland, Coley, that's a good match up there. Coley does well, through the legs, Harriet kicks it off the ground. The ball towards centre half forward for Thompson. Picked up there Madden. By, yes it was Madden, well up the ground, but the ball finally, just a wild kick out of the middle, is into the arms there of Lewis on half forward. There's terrific running there by Fursland, and he got away from O'Coley, and he's taken the mark 35 metres out, almost directly in front, and the opportunity for another score for the Bell Post Hill side, who have started very well. We'll get Laurie's thoughts in a moment after this kick, but it is Fursland. Not a bad looking kick off the boot. In fact, it's a great kick. It's a second goal for Bell Post Hill there. 2 goals, 12. They lead Thompson 2 behinds. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 7 minutes gone. Yeah,
well, it's a pretty tight, even game at the moment. Bell Post Hill doing everything right. Nathan Lewis would want this start. They just haven't at the moment, and their choices around the ground have been very, very good at the moment, and that makes a difference if you find your targets, and they're hitting them at the moment and getting results.
Ball back in the centre of the ground, and the umpire's thrown it in the air. This time Bayard wins possession. Goes to Holiday on the right foot, goes forward to the half-forward line. It's a good tap forward by the defensive Thompson. Picked up by Popovsky in front. Kicks the ball around the corner to the forward pocket. Moreland over the top, and he's just put it down, unfortunately, but Lewis that misses the handball. Cleaned up by Baseley on the left to Dyer. It is on the left foot, goes towards the goal square, and Justin Tarr, with strength, takes a mark on the point of the square.
Not about strength, like 2 hands in the middle of the back.
Good strength.
And body on body, Eric.
Oh, yes. Is that what it is, Loz? Oh, sorry.
We'll give it to him as just the one clear motion. But yes, you're right, Eric. It may have been a bit of a push, but well done. He's got the free kick, and he comes in and kicks Bell Post Hill third goal. And they now go to 3 goals, no behinds, 18. They lead the Thompson side 2 points. 8.5 minutes first quarter Victory Trophy scoreboard.
It's rapidly now, Laurie, becoming a dream start, isn't it?
Well, we haven't spoken about this all year, I don't think, Eric. It's what I call scoreboard pressure, and that gets a bit of a rattle up in the stomach when you haven't lost a game, and all of a sudden you're looking down the barrel and with quality opposition. I mean, they've been down the barrel before, I know, Thompson, but lesser opposition where they're now will come back. So they'll be a little bit concerned right at this moment that Belpost Hill has really switched on and maybe Thompson not. I'm interested at JJ in the ruck. They got Grigg there. He might have to go in there in the middle, I think.
Well, they got Gage. Where's he?
And Gage.
But the ball stuck up the tree, as it turns out. So be interesting with it. But we've now got another ball back in the middle. So
I've heard of getting stuck between the goalposts, but not up a tree.
no, well, there you go. So we've seen a first. As the ball now back with the umpire in the middle, as it goes up, Bowyer to Wells, quick kick to centre half forward, another sortie forward for Belpost Hill. Coming in at centre half back was Madden. His kick is just inside the field of play and out of bounds in front of the Social Club here at Godfrey Street. 10 minutes gone first quarter, 18 points Belpost Hill, Thompson 2. As the ball thrown in once again. Bowyer with strength, gets the ball to ground, picked up by Wells. He eludes a tackle. Harriet does well, smother off the boot. Kazuna, he can't pick it up either. Gee, there's a bit of pressure in there as the ball picked up by Holiday. And there's only a minimal touch I would have thought on Dyer. If that was a push in the back, I don't know what Tars was. So a different umpire, I suppose, different interpretation. And Dyer now, the long kick to the head of the goal square. Up goes a big pack of players. Aitchison with the big left fist gets the ball to ground. Popovsky David leads in the race for the footy, picks it up, goes back towards the full forward position. Luck is a fortune. The ball fell into the arms there of Basley. Tackled. Gee, I don't know whether prior opportunity existed there, but he's pinged. And the free kick in the last line of defence goes to Denneman for the Thompson side. Long kick towards half-back, not well directed. Straight into the arms there of Holiday.
Holiday plays on quickly, goes to centre half forward, and Nick Popovsky comes out on the lead. He's taken the mark just inside 50. He'll go back and have a shot on goal.
What do you think of that, Dale? He turned his back on, like there was Belpost Hill players running into the hole, had his back on play. That's not good.
No, not at all. Not at that stage, not when the ball moves quickly, and that's what seems to be Belpost Hill go today, is to get the ball forward quickly. Just a bit concerned with that matchup with Hood on Lewis. I don't know whether that's going to work for too long. Popovsky anyway, Key comes in, big chance for Belpost Hill here, 4th goal on the board possibility, crosses over 50, ball's on the way, it's in the air, looks nice off the boot, it's going directly to goal, it's been over the top of the pack I think in the goal square.
It's a goal,
it's a goal. Nick Popovsky brings up his first and Belpost Hill's 4th goal. They move to 4 goals straight. They lead the Thompson side 2 points. We've travelled 11.5 minutes, first quarter Victory Trophy scoreboard.
Good work in the goal square, Laurie, there by Bowyer, I reckon it was, who basically spread his arms and blew the pack away and the ball just drifted over his head.
Yeah, well, it's some good work from Lee Holiday too. He's a worry to him. He's strength around the ground's causing a bit of havoc. Wells in the middle, that's been a great move as well.
They've made some changes now. Gage and Gardner both in the centre, so I think there's some emergency happening now. Ball's back in the centre. Gage in ruck with Bowyer. Gage up over the top. No one really gets an effective tap. Cleaned up by Eloise Kazina. He taps the ball forward. O'Connor's in the centre. Ball still fumbling around. Wells with the clean pick-up. Doesn't quite get it out to there, but it's picked up by Parker. He gets hand the ball. Goes to the half-forward line. O'Coley, a kick off the ground. Grigg runs onto the ball. Can he pick it up? Good pressure coming across from Holiday. Now he picks it up, Grigg. Gets a handball over the top to Harriet. Harriet on his left boot. Round the corner. Is this their first? Yes, it is. Straight through the middle. Tom Harriet for the Thompson side. He gets there first. Maybe that's what they needed to lift them up.
Probably.
They move to 1 goal 2. They still trail the Belpost Hill side 4 goals straight.
Yeah, Laurie, he had to kick that because who was it? Was it Panther was screaming for the handball and in the clear?
Yeah, I'll go back to the Panther to the Grigg handball, Eric. There was 2 players there. It was the right option.
Yes,
he got the long one out to Harriet, and Harriet was able to swing around and kick it around his body. Probably, as you say, probably could have passed it off, but I think very important goal for the Thompson
Back
boys.
in the middle, Gage gets the tap down. That's been the difference already. Twice in the middle and got the ball clear for the Thompson side. The kick goes towards half forward. Good work, body work there by Henry.
Great work,
as
Henry.
The ball eludes both players, but good hip and shoulder stuff there, and this is shaping up to be a top quality game. Belpost Hill started very, very well. Can Thompson answer the challenge as the top side should do? Back of the pack there, it was Wells hitting the ball forward, but picked up by Armstrong, but his kick straight into the arms there of Holiday. Called to play on now. Goes wide to centre wing. Numbers out there with Belpost Hill. And it's Wells taking the mark. Not a good kick. Kelly can't handle the mark at ground level. Does chip it wide. He's found Furman. Belpost still doing well here, controlling the football as they kick toward the western end. Furman towards centre half forward. Big pack of players. Aitchison at the back, the big fist. Armstrong tackled, gets the ball to boot, goes towards the half forward flank, picked up by Furman once again. Oh, terrific interception almost there by Henry, and causes the ball to go toward the boundary line. And that's almost basketball stuff, Laurie, isn't it? The interception for the handball.
That was great stuff from Henry. He's done some good things out there on that wing out there.
And we've got quite a contingent at the western end trying to get the ball down out of the out of the tree.
Chainsaw the best option, I think.
I think at this point the ball thrown in, comes to ground. Players, I reckon that was
very tough.
Pretty hard. He was just trying to control the footy. But the free kick's gone to Belpost Hill. It's going to Baseley, who handballs quickly to Dyer. Dyer now on the run. Long kick to full forward. And, great defensive mark there by Denneman. Man in front, and now there's a whistle on play. Umpire suggesting that not enough area was given to Denneman to kick the football. So at the 15-minute mark of the first quarter, Thompson 8 play, Belpost Hill 24. The kick went to Hood. His kick is immediately smothered. He does well to elude the tackle there. Gets the ball back to centre half back. Ball tapped down, Gardner, hard at the football, grabs it, handball clear, but they're not out of trouble because Belpost Hill, the ball's in the path of Lewis. If he can pick it up, he's tackled immediately. Good work, there's some solid body work going on there as the ball is now in the goal square for Belpost Hill. Value of strength, he can't get clear. Umpire's letting the ball go. The ball was tugged back in there. It could have been a free kick either way because both players were trying to pull the ball in and under. But it is in the goal square. Aitchison and Bowyer, the last two players to get from the ground, as the umpire now on the edge of the goal square puts it in the air. Great tap down by Tar to Popovsky David. That's a magnificent snap over his shoulder. David Popovsky, that's his first for the day. And it's the fifth for the Belpost Hill side. Gee, they're on fire at the moment. 5 goals straight, 30. So they lead Thompson 1-2-8. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 16 minutes gone.
They all had to come to play, and I think they have.
They have come to play this early, no doubt about that, and they're playing very, very well too. And they've got numbers at the drop of the footy all over the ground, and that's a good sign for them. And Thompson are going to have to do some thinking here to get back into this game.
Ball's back with the umpire in the centre of the ground. A few interchanges being made here by the Thompson side. Here we go again. Gage and Bowyer. Gage just gets the hit, but it's cleaned up by Parker, who handballs to Wells. Belpost Hill again back into attack. We've got Moreland and Denneman running for the ball, but it beats them over the boundary line in between the half-forward flank and the forward pocket for the Belpost Hill side.
I just saw O'Connor go off. I think they were trying to get a bit of a mismatch there with Hood, I think.
He's back on forward.
And
Jackson
McLeod is off. I can't work that one out.
Ball's back into play. Strong work by Gardner over the top of the ball. Parker and him want to have a dance now. They're into it. This will settle down fairly quickly with the umpire throwing the ball up, I think. Yes, that's cleaned them right up. Bowyer in ruck. Gage wins possession again. Quick tap Bowyer, but the second tap down. It's taken and a high tackle on Gardner by Wells. Timmy Gardner to take a free kick and relieve the pressure for Belpost, for the Thompson side. Goes short, finds Mitchell in the middle of the ground. Mitchell turns around, plays on, looking for O'Connor. He's in front of the pack. He's well supported there by Maharis.
A
good body there.
Yeah,
and 50 metres. And he's got it.
Popovsky, as he took the mark, hit him face on in the face. And
you picked it up beautifully, Smithy. That's good work by Maharis there, just to give him a bit of a block there to take that mark.
That's stupid play by Popovsky in this sort of game. So 50 metres has been given. O'Connor walks up and kicks the goal. A much needed goal for the Thompson side. That's their second. They now move to 2-14. They trail Belpost Hill 5 goals straight. 30, and we've travelled 18 minutes first quarter Victory Trophy scoreboard.
Laurie, they can't afford Belpost Hill to do things like that. The position they're in, they really had Thompson in trouble, and to give a goal away that easily.
Well, you've got to be hard at the footy, Eric, but you can't be overzealous and do stupid damn things like that, you know, because it sets up. O'Connor's struggling. That could put him on the fire again.
Yep. We're back in the centre again. Same ruck go at it. Bayer and Gage. Gage again knocking the ball forward, but Casina coming off the half-back line, picks up the ball, goes to Bayer by hand. His handball's picked up or intercepted by Maharis, who puts the ball to the ground now. Riley's over the top of the ball. Goes back to Maharis. Good tackle from Wells. Supported by Furman. Picked up by Hood. He can't pick it up. Bayer over the top. Free kick in the back. And free kick will go to the Thompson side in Brent Hood.
She's hot in there, Smithy.
Yes, it is. Yeah, you want to have possession of the ball and get it quickly. Maharis has got the free kick, so Maharis ticks the ball. He goes forward. Greg comes in, but knocked forward by McClure. Comes to Parker and puts the ball back where it came from now. Moreland wins Denneman 2-on-1. And Moreland does very well at the half-forward line. Swings around to his left foot, looking for Tar in the forward line. Atchison over the top. Nearly takes the mark. Has 1 or 2, 3 attempts. Knocks it away. Ball to the boundary line. Dyer tries to kick it over, but it stepped in play. Now it's gone over, but a free kick's been given. Archie's asking for it. Why? And I'm supporting him. I don't know why either.
On the left foot.
Stewie Dyer. Too. Yes, Stewie Dyer. Back in the side after a couple of weeks off.
It's a problem with
Popovsky
work,
leaves the
I think,
ground,
doesn't he? Dyer.
Yeah,
I think
a work problem.
He works out at Shell, I think, and...
Stewie Dyer deep in the forward pocket on his natural side. Swings the ball around, but this will be the first... No, it's out of bounds from the full. He's pulled it around too much. Scores remain unchanged. Bellpost Hill 5 goals straight, 30. They lead Thompson at 2 goals, 2-14.
Good afternoon, Peter Kelly. You're with us.
Good afternoon, Eric. Gentlemen, David Popovsky cocked a beauty there before he's come off a fair bit of Shiraz, just starting to run out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the ball now, the kick in from the out of bounds and the full went to Armstrong. The right bloke goes right back to centre wing. Long kick now. It's back in the hands of Dyer. Dyer for Bellpost Hill. Back from whence it's come. Almost an uncontested mark. He stood his ground there.
Bit unlucky there too.
Popovsky, but there's a free kick for shepherding in the contest. And Armstrong for Thompson gets the free kick. Goes out wide. Bradley has taken the mark. Now they're running Thompson. Are they running fast enough? O'Connor does well. Makes good ground. Timmy Gardner's running and pointing as he runs. And that's where the ball's going. Looks like it's Riley. Well, he's into Nathan Lewis. They're the silly things that let him down, aren't they? Didn't even look for the ball, and he's hit, unfortunately, Riley across the head. And now the ensuing free kick, Noel Riley, not without some sort of a chance, although would take an extremely good kick from there. Decides to chip the footy, and that's intelligent play, intelligent football, wasn't it? So...
Mark Henry, I reckon this was a fair chance to go sailing through.
And he did very well, didn't he? Started on the wing and he worked his way down and just went behind the man on the mark, and the chip over the top. Very good work from Thompson. And
kick number 4 for Henry too, Dale, coming up.
There's no doubt he will make the distance. I'm confident of that. Whether the accuracy is the question. 21.5 minutes gone in this first quarter. Very interesting at this stage. A goal important for Thompson. Moves in. Oh, beautiful kick there from Henry. That's drifted across to the left. I don't think he's got it.
No.
He hasn't. It's offline. So a miss there for Thompson. They go to 2-3-15. They trail Bellpost Hill 5 goals straight, 30. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 22 minutes now gone.
Lewis brings the ball back into play and it goes outside 50. Cleaned up by a mark by Wells. Goes by hand to, I think it's, I'm not too sure who that is, but its ball's gone over bounds. And it's on the true centre wing already. It's travelled fairly quickly. I think it was young Lima.
Wasn't a bad kick, was it?
Yeah, beautiful
kick.
Tar and Greg in ruck. Greg works himself to the front, but it's Adam Wells who picks the ball up. He goes short on his left foot, go back towards the centre of the ground. Kelly drops the mark, cleaned up by O'Connor, goes back into attack for Thompson. Justin in front. Holiday at the back of the pack. Riley runs onto the ball, has possession. It's a good bit of pressure there from Holiday. He had a 2-on-1 situation. He's done well. He's kept the ball in the pack, and Justin over the top of it now. Umpire says we're not going anywhere. And I'll ball it up. We're in between, or just short of the true centre half forward position. Thompson deep into attack. Grigg in ruck and JJ against each other. Ball's knocked forward to the point of the square. Marinovic knocks the ball forward. Picked up by Lewis by hand. Comes out and cleaned up by Maharis. Good bit of play. Then he goes by hand to Grigg. Grigg on the right foot tries to swing round. I think this has gone wide again. Boundary umpire indicates the same, or goal umpire, and it's out of bounds on the full. Deep in the forward pocket.
Russell Grigg's first kick though, Smithy.
Yeah, Nathan McClure's done a pretty good job so far, so... Nathan Lewis again, the recipient of the free kick, comes long, comes back outside 50. Tar's in front, but Gage over the top, a good mark, good mark.
That was a good vertical leap, wasn't it?
Certainly was. He plays on now, but it's smothered on the mark. Kicked into the man on the mark. Popovsky unfortunately can't bring the tackle.
Oh!
Gets it downfield,
Down
and there's a
the
free kick
ground.
down the field. A heavy tackle there by Justin Tarr. And it will go to Justin. Justin will take the down the field free kick. He would be 25 to 30 metres out.
Got to give credit where it's due. These umpires have been absolutely spot on.
They're not going to let it get out of hand.
Yeah, good umpiring.
Fantastic.
Justin's your left footer, right footer? He's left footer, wobbles the ball in. It's swinging too far. Through for another behind to the Thompson side. They move now to 2 goals, 4-16. They still trail Belpost Hill 5 straight 30. 24 minutes gone, first quarter Victory Trophy scoreboard.
So a very interesting 24 minutes, Laurie.
Yeah, it certainly is. I've been a little bit critical of sentiment going to the full back, but when you kick like Lewis, boy, was that a great kick there before. It was 50, 60 metres right on the tip.
He's going to do it again. So this time decides to kick to himself. Runs to the back pocket. A long kick. It's going to land on centre wing. In fact, if it stays in the field of play, is it all? Yes, was touched right on the line. So huge kick again from Nathan Lewis. Gets the ball well out of the danger zone. There's the boundary umpire now between wing and half forward flank. Godfrey Street side of the ground. Up high was Wells at the back. He taps it forward. Moreland went without it, but Wells following up, picks it up on the run. Fantastic smother off the boot, Dowie. And the ball comes now to Madden. Madden towards centre half forward, O'Connor. He's come of age since he hit that goal, Laurie, because as you mentioned, I think he's played himself into a bit of form now. That's Urcoli. Read that extremely well, and I think he could probably thank Greg a little bit there. I think he might have paved a little path as he got an opponent out of the contest. And Josh Urcoli, and this is an important kick at the 25-minute mark of the first quarter. Thompson need a goal to get into close touch as Urcoli moves in. He's hooked it a little bit across the body, but I tell you what, I think the goal umpire is going to tell us it is a goal, and a very important goal late in the first quarter for the Thompson side. 3-4-22. They trail Belpost Hill 5 goals straight 30. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 25 and a half minutes gone.
Yeah, we've certainly got a game in our hands today, Eric. I'm pretty sure of that, and I think both sides need this with the finals just around the corner, and this is a solid hit out. Thompson settled down just a little bit more now, and had a kick out, would have been fairly even.
I see Dowie's on the ground and into the back half.
Good to see him back on the ground. Good player, Dowie.
Something's happened here already. What's happened? Free kick's been awarded. I don't know whether someone's gone into the square or not, but Justin Tarr's been awarded the free kick back in the centre of the ground. He goes forward for the Belpost Hill side, looking for Popovsky. Behind Bradley over the top, a good fist forward. And it's now on the ground. It's picked up by... I'm not too sure what that was then. I think it's Madden, was it? I think he gets a handball forward. He comes out now. O'Coley again running onto the ball. He gets a handball. A high tackle on by Lewis. And O'Coley will win the free kick on the half-back line. It's actually been transferred to the centre wing because that's where the ball stopped. Tommy Harriet. Yeah. Tommy Harriet takes possession now. And 50. Obviously Nathan said something, and if team rules are there, I think the coach could be heading to the boundary line. This brings Tommy Harriet within goal-kicking distance too.
I reckon the boundary umpire gave the decision that ball up pointed the wrong way. That free kick was Thompson's.
Oh, was it?
And he's absolutely getting heaps from the crowd.
Well, Tommy Harriet, and normally he would kick this goal. He's about 40 out, comes in, ball's on the way, umpires in the point of the square, and I think that's the fourth goal for the Thompson side. They now move to 4 goals 4. Tommy Harriet has his second goal for the quarter, and Thompson 4 goals 4, 28 they trail. Still the Belpost Hill side 5 straight, 30 points.
I've said this before, it's Tommy Harriet's attribute. When he's got to step up to the plate, he kicks a goal pretty well and he's got the ball in his hand.
Yes, he's a great leader and fantastic for the side.
2 costly down the field free kicks there, or frees down the field have cost them 2 goals, so they won't be happy with that, Belpost Hill. But we're back in the centre of the ground. Gage and Bay over the top. Holiday takes possession. Goes onto the left foot. Goes to the half-forward line. Madden wrestles, but Nathan Denneman comes across the front of the pack and takes a mark. Comes back to the clubroom side of the ground, looking for Sabali Armstrong. He takes the mark. He's nearly in range there, centre wing.
You're
be a good strong lead. No, I'm not either. You can tell me that. Sabali Armstrong goes forward with a 40-metre pass. Tom Harriet moving well across the half-forward line. Takes that mark just on the 50 metres line. And again, after that last kick, you would think that he's a fair chance to kick this one as well. Not much wind to contest with. Harriet moves forward. It's a nice looking kick off the boot, but it's floating across the front of the goals, and it's been knocked over the boundary line, and we're out of bounds, deep in the forward pocket.
So 28 minutes gone, first quarter. We'll just keep going. So the ball thrown in, picked up there by Justin. Whistle on play from the umpire. Free kick to Furman for Belpost Hill in the back pocket. So the ball now in the hands of Mick Furman. 29 minutes gone, first quarter. Dangerous kick across the face of goal, picked up by Harriet. Has a standing start, Tom Harriet, and he's been flattened after he kicked the footy. Now, what does that mean? Is it going to be another shot, or is it the goal count? No, there's a goal. Another third goal for the quarter, Tom Harriet. And that has given the Thompson side the lead in the first quarter. 5-4-34. Lead Belpost Hill, 5 goals straight, 30 Victory Trophies first quarter scoreboard. 29 minutes gone. And handy goal, that one, Laurie, and 3 off the coach's boot. You're right, he stands up, doesn't he?
Yeah, and look, I just noticed, Eric, Belpost Hill for 3/4 that quarter, right on their toes, running around. All of a sudden, they've just slumped back a little bit, and they've got to keep their enthusiasm up and keep working, because Thompson won't go away. We know that.
We come back to the centre of the ground, and Bowyer continues to do the ruck work in the first quarter. Bowyer and Gage. That's again knocked forward slightly by Gage. Picked up by Hood, goes on the left foot to Harriet again in front of Kelly.
50.
No, he's not quite. He's playing on now. Bring the ball back to centre forward, and Gage just pushed forward. The true centre forward plays on, but drops the ball. Tackled by Fursland. Good chase from behind. Umpires the water, dropping the ball situation. Travis Fursland to rewarded the free kick, I think, there. That was a good bit of pressure.
Lewis is going to get it.
Goes to Hammond. It's got to go to Fursland, doesn't it?
Doesn't matter who kicks.
Hammond's got it anyway. Hammond's got the ball. Comes wide to Parker. Hood's on the mark. Parker swings round on the left, goes further afield. Nathan McClure is pushed into the hole. Again, another short kick over the top. Popovsky on the true centre wing. Takes a mark in front of the broadcast box. Looking for options coming past. Parker runs past on his left foot. Goes long and wide. Dyer makes a forward move. Comes in from behind, and we've got Basely. Good handball. Dyer kept moving. Kick to the point of the square, but Mitchell, I think, coming across the front of the pack.
Brett Dowie.
Oh, Brett Dowie, sorry. Takes the mark deep to relieve some pressure for the Thompson side. He goes short, but kicks the straight to Stewie Dyer. Dyer off one step, has a shot at goal, and goes to behind, I think. Yes, one behind to the Belpost Hill side. They now move to 5 goals 1. They trail Thompson 5 goals 4. We've gone over 30 minutes in the first quarter. Victory Trophy scoreboard.
Very entertaining first quarter. Must be getting close to an end as Armstrong will kick in for Thompson. A long, low kick looking for Maharis. Lewis does well to spoil. Dowie, can he make up for his mistake? Handball to advantage, goes to Riley. And away goes Riley for Thompson. Out wide, finds O'Connor. He takes the mark. Decides to handball over the top to Madden. If he gets clear and runs to 50, he's got a chance of kicking. It's a long kick from Madden. It's offline, but, Panther goes for the mark, gets flattened. No free kicks at the umpire, and it's just off hands over the boundary line. Madden probably running too fast, Laurie. He had a chance. He got to 50.
I think it was Henry. Was that Henry?
Oh, Henry. Beg your pardon. It was Henry.
It was a decent kick, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's the only reason I picked it up, because of the kick.
So the ball now, 2 metres, 5 metres perhaps from the behind post. 32 minutes gone in this first quarter. Grigg goes to ground. Holiday hits the ball clear. Coming at the football now is Gage. Can he make amends? Well, he's got worse, I think. He couldn't pick it up before. Now he's missed by... He's 30 yards out and he's missed by 35.
I don't think Daniel's noted for his goal kicking, actually. He's doing a good job in the ruck since he's gone there, though, I must say.
A little unfortunate there for the Thompson side. Nobody to take the kick, in fact. So it's out of bounds on the full. As... looks a bit like Glenn Hammond has come across to take the free kick with Justin on the mark. Long kick there towards half back. The back of the pack, it's Thompson. Mitchell, well, the siren sounds as Mitchell picks the footy up. And ball goes to ground. All is well as players now go toward their huddles. It is quarter time in our match of the day here at Godfrey Street. And the quarter time score shows Thompson 5 goals 4-34. Leading Belpost Hill 5-1-31. Goal kickers for the first quarter for Thompson. Tom Harriet has 3, Dan O'Connor 1 and Josh Ercole 1.